And so the flight begins. Our airplane's pulling in. Hey, we're not in Florida for the next week. We're taking a tour to Jerusalem, Israel, and it's probably been 36 hours since I slept, so pardon me if I'm tired. This is Israel.
I'm sure I got you, Rose. I just want to see if I can take another. Yeah, let me get you. Oh, man, I'm great.
Welcome to Israel.
Thank God he won. Good job, man. You got a picture of it?
I got it.
Come in the club. Oh, thank you.
I got it. Good morning from Jerusalem. It's Wednesday. Somehow I missed a day in there. I thought it was Tuesday. But it didn't dawn on me that we left on Monday morning, but we didn't arrive till Tuesday afternoon. So when the calendar told me it was Wednesday, I was a little mixed up. Well, we just took some time for some teaching up on the Mount of Olives. This is where Jesus possibly ascended. And this is where we've had our teaching today. Now we're getting ready to go down the trail, the road, and we're going to walk down into the Garden of Gethsemane. So we're beginning our walk from Mount of Olives down into the Garden of Gethsemane, staying off the roads. And there's lots of these. Heard a rooster crow. There's lots of these cement things that are just about to trip people up and hit you in the shin on the sidewalk. And that's the second time the rooster crowed. And
Exactly. Face recognition technology was developed in Jerusalem. What you see over here is the Jewish cemetery. This is the most ancient and the biggest Jewish cemetery in the whole world. The beginning of this cemetery is at the bottom, at the Kidron River. And the earliest graves are going back to the time of King Solomon.
look at all the rocks.
You will have a free time at the West Point. One thing I forgot to tell you
On the trees that we're looking at, our guide was just informing us that these are very ancient olive trees, and that these very olive trees were here during the time of Christ.
Save it or send it to you.
Well, that is where we started, up there at the top of the Mount of Olives, and we made our way down to the Garden of Gethsemane, and now we are at a place called the City of David. It's an archaeological site where they're digging up some of the original stones during David's time. It says it stays steady. This is Timothy. He drove us down to Miami.
No problem.
He's a pastor, and we're going to be taking him for a Jeep ride in the not too distant future.
Amen.
Yes.
That's coming. Watch for it. He's also a runner, and he fishes,
And kayak.
and pastors.
And rides a motorcycle.
He's
All
a cool
right.
pastor.
We can deal with that.
HD.
The large stone structure. The remains of King David's palace, perhaps. So this upper wall is part of the wall that Nehemiah rebuilt, and then you can see newer walls that were added in. And what you're looking at down here is a house that was built into the wall. This excavation is being done in the city of David.
Oh, you're going to do great.
And we just came down into the water shafts. Where they used to keep the pools. And we're going down some more stairs.
One more time. A, it means it's definitely the place. Absolutely. C cannot be the place. B, it's maybe. So, one of them is Gihon. Yeah.
This is the Spring Tower.
Hey, Randy, Matthew, watch your head.
Yeah.
Of course, there's no ceiling, there's much problem there, but there's a lot of places in these tunnels you're going to need to watch your head.
Okay, everybody? Keep smiling, okay?
I'm proud of you. You're adventuresome, man, I'll tell you.
I'm going to pit poke down there real quick.
Water. This is the actual Eran water.
And this is the wet route, and that's the actual water coming through here. Down the side there. And the wet route, you can barely see it, but there's a tunnel in there. Whoa!
Yeah. That's right. Alicia already born me. You captured all this on video?
I'm waiting on. I'm waiting.
to the end.
Okay. And that's a head bumper. A thief squeezing through. Fat man's misery.
Yes.
Camera killer.
All right. Do this. This is the dry route.
That'll be great.
And this is a dry tunnel from the springs. There's the wet route that I showed you earlier. I don't know how dark it was, but it'll show you. This is the dry cavern. Well, I've been here for a little over an hour. When I got here, this Rubicon was here. This is probably only the third Jeep I've seen. I'd like to have found the owner so that I could ask him about what it's like to have a Jeep in Israel. Perhaps the next trip we're going to be planning out a Jeep trip. For now, in the Jewish quarter, you can still find Jeeps and a Rubicon. So we're gonna go have some shawarma. Never had shawarma before, but we're gonna head over to this little shawarma restaurant that's next to the best ice cream in the world restaurant. I don't know what the names are, but it's something shish kebab. Jewish quarter, having some shawarma for lunch. I've never had shawarma before, and it's spicy. But if you ever come in here, try out the shawarma. Tell them you want the spicy stuff. It's good.
We're at.
I'll explain again about it tomorrow.
Right, good.
Told you some things I'm going to say more than once.
So we're in the old city of Jerusalem, next to the old churches, and this is what's considered to be the Last Supper room. It's a B site, meaning that there's it's not an A site, not guaranteed, but this would be where Jesus and his disciples met for the Last Supper. Let's go inside.
the most dangerous thing you can do on the tour is to make a video and to walk on the same time.
You hear that?
And also be careful when you do selfies. Yeah? More people got killed last year by doing selfies than shark attacks. Now I need to give all those explanations again on the bus because.
Wait.
Yes, but I had to do it now.
Tell them again.
You don't catch it or you don't. No, but the only time that somebody broke her leg, only twice already.